do, and welcome back to Tank Tuesday. Now I'm sorry this build has kinda come from starting from a weekly thing and ended up just randomly not when I said it was gonna be. But with the problems I had before Christmas and then just after Christmas the kids go back to school and then the kids get thrown off school due to COVID yet again, and then it's the school holidays. So this isn't something I just want out and about when I'm painting and gluing and stuff and having my wild daughter launching Barbies around the house and monster trucks flying everywhere and stuff. Is something I've not really wanted to get out and do. So to build up crawlers and other things like that with my daughter around, it doesn't matter. I could fling that monster truck at the wall now, and if it breaks I have endless boxes of spares for this stuff. Same with any of my crawlers and things like that. They are just built durable. But to have something launched at a tank or the tank come off the table, then we're talking delicate. Hopefully things can resume back to normal now and I can get this back out as a Tuesday build. Every Tuesday from now. Previously, we've got the hull, all the suspension arms, the torsion bars, I think they were called. Like I say, I'm new to the tanks and I haven't really got a clue what's what. I know tracks are tracks and I know they shoot bullets and stuff, and I know they're like a nice piece of equipment that every man would love to drive and just go joyriding in one. But when it comes to the technical sides of the tank and knowing what things are called, it's all new to me. So if it's new to you, then that's great. If not, any feedback in the comments down below. If I'm doing anything wrong and you've done these and you're experienced or you know your tanks, feel free to let me know on stuff and what stuff's called. I'm always learning, so it'd be nice to know. From the last one, we got the 2 gearboxes installed. Now we didn't use the motor that come with the tank kit itself, because that just motorizes it, and we do want to try and make this a functional tank. But for the minute, we're just going to get it built up as the tank and have it running back, forth, left, right and whatnot. Not too bothered about the turret working at the minute, because this is just going to be a load on my low loader basically, on the back of one of my trucks. So for this one, I've got parts 10, 11 and 12 to do, and then when it comes to 13 I'll leave that for a separate video, because that is a repetitive one, building wheels, lots and lots and lots of wheels and the tracks and stuff like that, and then it's back to the tank and more painting and gluing. So what I'm going to do while I have the time is get through as much as this and film as many videos as I can, and then you've got them constantly to come out on a Tuesday. Here on the table I have what I need. I've got all the parts out for 10, 11 and 12 here. The paint required, I'm going to be using XF10, which is a flat brown, XF56, which is a metallic grey, and XF64, which is a red brown, which I believe is for adding some camo parts, because there is just one thing in here that has the red brown little tick badge thing to it to say that it's that and another colour. I think it was 64 and, well anyway, whatever it was, it's irrelevant at the minute. So I have everything ready to go now to get this built and painted. So as stated, I've got the parts here for part 10. Now looking at what they are, I have 2 exhausts to build. These will construct some exhausts and then they'll bolt onto this rear panel here somewhere. I'm presuming these are just little brackets for something. Unsure on those. It doesn't tell me what that box is, so it'd be nice to know what that is. I think that sits on here somewhere like that. Whether it's like a little storage box and a strap on it, I don't know. This is a jack I have to construct and paint, and then the jack will get installed somewhere like on here in some bracket, and then it's parts 11 and 10, which will also be just painting up a few more plastic bits and putting them onto the rear deck there, and then we can get that fitted. I have various art brushes here for the painting bits, but as I said, I'm just going to have to get these cleaned up and then the bits flattened down a little bit where I'm going to paint, and then I'll come back to you guys when I've done a bit of painting and a bit of gluing, and then you can see the progress as it's coming together in that respect. So the jack here, that's going to be painted in a metallic grey. That's XF56, and I'm going to let Leanna paint that up because there's no cutting in like this. I think you have to paint that and leave the outer edges looking at it and stuff and paint within. So the fiddly bits me and the wife can do, and all these where it's just painting all that, we're going to let Leanna paint up this stuff.
The wife can try.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Perfect like the husbands.
It doesn't matter. As long as everyone's having a go, that's all that matters. So the jack, Leanna's going to be painting. I am going to get this constructed and stuck together before she starts painting that, because she might go on heavy with the paint and then adding the glue might just bubble and melt all the paint. So we're going to glue that up first, and then these bits we can paint and then stick afterwards, and same with the exhaust. So before the jack gets bolted up, glued up, whatever, there is a couple of these BD5 nuts, tiny little nuts. They just want to go and sit into there. They'll be already in place for when we actually put the jack to the mounts, and then when the screws go through those little holes, they're going to lock into the nuts, and then that's going to hold the jack in place, and the rest of it's just glued onto the rear panel. So if you're building one, keep an eye for these little bits like this. They will catch you out. So while the glue's setting on the jack, I'm just going to take these rear brackets to mount the jack, these little metal bits here, like a little U-piece, and I'm just going to bolt them in, and then they're ready for the jack. And then hopefully the glue should have set, because it's quick set glue, and away we go. Because it's paint. Oh, that's excellent. Might need another coat after, but you're doing it really well there, nice and thin, and just cover the whole thing. It'll be a bit wobbly on there because I've had to put that on the screws underneath so you can get under it properly, but doing really well. Awesome job. So while Leanna's doing an awesome job with that, I'm going to get these bits painted. We've got the bits and bobs here painted that need to be painted for part 10. But parts 11 and 12, I just need to break them off the parts tree, clean them up. There's no painting required there, so it's just a case of let those dry, see if they need a second coat or touching up anywhere, and then I can get those bits fitted, and then that'll be that for that video, and then I'll continue straight on to part 13 for the next video, and then the videos are just ready. So I'm just going to sit here now and keep building this tank for the next few days until it's done, and then the videos are ready to be released every Tuesday. So that's the rear panel complete. And there is the jack which Leanna has painted. She's done an excellent little job on that. Proper proud of her. There's the painted parts in there. Everything's all glued in bar this, which is held on with bolts. Some like little flat things here. I presume they're like some form of guard for bullets or something, I don't know. We've put the screws and nuts onto there, just resting in, and then this can just slot up on the back there, and then we'll clamp that down, put some thread lock on the nuts, and then that can be held in place. And then that is the rear panel done, attached to the hull, and that'll be all for that video. And then it's on to all these wheels and tracks and stuff. So I'll wrap this video up, and then I'll continue this for the following week. So yeah, that is the rear panel now complete, which I'm quite chuffed about really. At least we can keep on moving on with it now. and just like hopefully get it all done. But yeah, there is the jack, some exhaust and some other bits and bats. Now it's the mammoth task of repetitive wheels, so that video will be next week. I do thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, then you don't miss out on future videos. Trying to get back into a full formation with all this now. I've got my grand hauler up there out ready to come back down and get that finished. And there's still a few little bits to my Merc that needs doing, other than the electronics and the lights and everything like that. Just a couple of little bits and bobs and tweaks to do just to get that like complete. But the next biggie is really getting that roof done on my grand hauler and stuff like that. So getting all the old projects, all the old trucks which I'd started, and then I can get those all finished and then move on to the new Tamiya Scania, which I have my pre-order on. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe and all that. Ciao for now.